Hey friends, this is Stephanie with Lady Prepared. Welcome back. I'm going to switch things up a little bit this week, and I'm going to do the food pantry challenge first instead of at the end. So we're going to get into that, and then we're going to go directly into a $63 meat haul that I did this morning. Gosh, that's painful, but we have to do what we have to do. Okay, friends, we are on week 7 of our food storage pantry. $5 a week, week 7. Today, we are going to be finishing up our water by getting 4 more gallons of water. $1.25 each, or maybe you can find it at a better price, but that way we have our water taken care of. And you know, I have to admit something to you. Honesty time here. In doing this challenge, I already had the understanding that water was really important. But then something happened at work that made me realize how crucial water was. Recently, my school, which is really old, was tested. They had their pipes tested in the state that we're in, Washington State. Schools over a certain age have to test their pipes every 5 years. So we were on that 5-year mark. Our school tested for lead in our water, and they wouldn't tell us which rooms had which specific numbers, but my classroom was identified as being one of the ones that had higher lead amounts. So when I looked at the report, which again didn't have specific classroom numbers, the lead was 6 to 9 whatever decibel they measure it in over the acceptable amount. So 5 is the acceptable amount. We were 6 to 9 in some places in our school. And sadly, I looked up lead poisoning, and I was having some concerns that I was showing some symptoms of possible lead poisoning, because what I do, I drink herbal tea every day. I was going into the classroom, filling up my little, water pot with the water and boiling it. Well, it doesn't boil the lead away. It actually makes the lead more concentrated. So my doctor was pretty frantic about getting me in. And fortunately, even though I had a little bit of elevated lead levels, my symptoms that I was showing was just related to menopause. So, but still, they've not fixed our pipes, and we have little signs there on right by our sinks in our classroom saying hand washing on one side, but then they're still saying that the kids are okay to drink from it on the other side of the same sink. So I am not drinking my school's water anymore. I'm taking bottled water in, and I have learned 100% how crucial it is for us to be careful about our water. So this is really a good week. Get your water, keep it stored, rotate it in, rotate it out, and be careful about what you drink. Don't assume that what is being given to you is the best for you, because who would think that our schools would have lead in their pipes? Yeah. Okay, with that said, we're gonna delve into our meat haul that I did this morning. I'm astounded. I'm absolutely astounded at the prices. And I say that every time, but this is really pushing me to understand that I think we need to have a goal in our household of buying from a local meat person, butcher. This is just getting outrageous. If you watched my last video, it talked about ways that we can save in the grocery store. What I do, one of the things that I absolutely do when I go to the grocery store is, one, I check to make sure that my store does not have any kind of additional deal, like a coupon that can be digitally snapped, that will bring it down, because oftentimes when you're in the store, they will not tell you about those coupons. So I did find that for meat today. When I went in, I found some meat that was 50% off, okay? Especially hamburger. Hamburger is what I am low in our freezers. There were multiple packets. I left 2 packets for other people. and be proud of me, because I normally, back in the day, would not do that. I'm kind of a survival of the fittest girl. But I'm trying to be better about that. So I left 2 packets for other people. And, you know, it helps me to think about my students in my classroom, and knowing that maybe their family's going in and they need that 50% packet. So that really helps me be able to leave that behind if I personalize who may be coming in looking for meat later today. But with that said, my household also needs to be where it needs to be with its meat too. So it's that balance. With that said, I'm going to bring you along right now. I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to get started. Here we go. Okay, friends, here's our first item that we have. We have our all-natural uncured bacon. The original price was $8.49. They had a 50% off, which put this packet of bacon at $4.24. I remember when bacon used to be $2.50 a pack. $4.24 on sale. I wish we did not love bacon, but we sure do. Next, we have our Smithfield's bacon that was on sale. I try not to get from Smithfield's. In the research that I'm doing, it's showing that a lot of Smithfield's is actually coming from China. But because of the deal, I went ahead and got some because, you know, with that tariff frenzy that's going on right now, who knows what's going to happen. So I went ahead and got it, and we'll do better next time. So originally, this one packet is $9.99. Did you hear that? $9.99. My coupon that I had was for $1.53, and then the sale price took off another $3 and some odd cents. So it came out to $4.97 for this pack. $4.97. So, wow. We got a deal. We got our coupon, but wow. Okay, next, we're going to talk about our little turkey pepperoni here. Turkey pepperoni normally is $4.79. We got it on sale for $2.99. But it looks a lot less than it used to. Shrinkflation is certainly happening with this, so I don't know. I really like to eat this. I don't know. And, you know, honestly, let's take a look at those ingredients here while we say this. Yep. Not terrible, but not the best either. So maybe outpricing me is an okay thing. Still painful, though. Okay. Next, here's some hamburger. Here we go with the hamburger. All right, this packet, normally $6.49 a pound. Friends, $6.49 a pound. And that's the sale price. It's $7.99 if you're not a member at Safeway. So we had $18.54. That's the original price. Then they're like, hey, friends, we're going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a discount if you're a member. So we're going to knock it down to $15.06. Well, that didn't cause many people to buy it. So they threw on the 50% packet because it's getting close to what their need to sell date. Okay, so I had the coupon that I clipped took another $3.48 off, and then the 50% off was $7.53. So the total for this packet was $10.67 for a 2 pound and 2.32 pound packet, $10.67. Next, this one was 2 pounds, 2.8 pounds, and originally $16.62. They gave us a little friendly discounts, $13.50. We had my coupon today gave us another $3.12 off, and then the half off price was like $6.75. So this packet ended up costing $6.75 too. So $6.75 for 2 pounds. That was a way better deal than this one, but I still will take it because we need to have our hamburger. Okay, over here we have a 1.9 pound, $15.18. Their sale price, $12.33. We had a 50% off. My coupon gave us $2.85 off. Their 50% was $6.17 off, so I paid $6.16 for almost 2 pounds. Okay, next, packet number 4. Yes, these next 2 packets are big ones. This was a 3.22 pound packet, $25.78. $25.78. Their thank you for shopping with us discount was $20.90. My coupon took off $4.83. The half off coupon was $10.45, and the total I spent was $10.45. So $10.45 for 3.22 pounds. I feel okay about that. If I have to pay these prices, then I'm okay with that. Next, we got 3.29 pounds. Original price $26.29. $26.29. Thank you for shopping with us, $21.35. My coupon took off $4.94. The 50% off took off $10.68. The total price was $10.67. Ooh, so we got a lot of good stuff going on with that. And last but not least, we have our chicken breast. Our chicken breast, you can see here, 3.41 pounds, $3.99 a pound. Price was $13.61. They had a sale today on it. I believe the store did not advertise. It was $3.99, but one of those hidden little gem coupons that I found in the store took it down to like $3.49. This took off $4.42 after all of my coupons, so we ended up paying $9.19 for this. Wow, here we go. So this, folks, all of this meat right here that I showed you today, $62.95. $63. Unbelievable. Well, there we go, friends. $63 worth of meat. We got stocked up on some hamburger that is going to be vacuum sealed today and put into our freezer. I'll be putting it in increments of 1 pound packets, and I'm also going to do 2 1.75 packets. That way we can maybe make a meatloaf at some point. Do you all remember when meatloaf was kind of the cheap go-to meal? And now meatloaf is like we're living high on the hog because we're having meatloaf tonight. Crazy. Yeah, boy, I'm just really interested, folks. How are you beating the prices at the grocery stores? You know, please tell me, share your tips, because I think together, you know, we can all become really creative shoppers and do the best we can. I am astounded that I'm actually pleased that I spent $63 on the meat that I got today. But with everything said and done, if our household did not look for ways to cut prices down at the grocery store and kind of try to beat them at their own game, we would get outpriced for meat. So, you know, just tell me what you're doing. Let's share together what we're doing, because, you know, I don't think it's going to get any easier anytime soon, especially with the tariff frenzy going on. I think we would be surprised at how much of our meat actually gets sent over to China, processed, and then shipped back. And it's going to be a while until we have the infrastructure to start processing at a large scale again, which we always should have been doing, and we chose not to. So now we are paying the price, literally and figuratively, right now. All right, friends, with that said, I hope you are having a blessed day and a blessed weekend. Please be sure to go out and bless everybody that you come into contact with, because we need to be human beings to each other, and everybody needs just a little bit extra kindness, okay? All right, friends, I hope you are very blessed, and I can't wait to see you again. Be on the lookout for a Dollar Tree haul coming up here real soon. All right, friends, talk to you later. Bye.